Hello everyone, welcome back to Players of Games, Pokemon Emerald Nuzlocke. I'm Will, this is Chris.
And apparently we're in Michigan.
What? Oh, rain.
It's rain.
Ha,
It's
ha,
raining.
ha,
It's
ha, ha.
it's raining. It's raining. It's raining. Suddenly it's sunny.
Hey, the place
Then it rains,
with
rains,
the
rains,
highest,
and suddenly it's sunny.
But hey, the actual place with the highest amount of weather change is actually North New York.
I can believe it.
I did research on a story that I was gonna do one time, but anyway, we're at Sky Pillar because we need to go get the mythical creature that can calm down Groudon and Kyogre.
It's not a mythical. It's a legendary.
I know.
A difference.
I know that, but how they described it in the story stuff, they said mythical.
I know. I gotta give you crap though.
Now, do you remember what they said, or what Wallace said as we were coming up here?
No.
That the place was falling apart.
Doesn't look falling apart right now.
You're right. It is falling apart as we speak, which means therefore, all of the problems that we normally have with going up the Sky Pillar aren't here yet. And you are, because of story reasons, we are able to just get to the top with no problems. It isn't gonna be until we want to come back that we need to do the bike stuff. Good time for repulse effects to wear off. And there's Rayquaza. Awakened and flew off.
What? Oh, those two are fighting again.
Back to Swatopolis.
He woke up a lot better than I did. I did not sleep well at all the night before we record this. I had a cricket like outside my room constantly chirping, and I cannot sleep with that happening.
And here's the big difference between Ruby and Sapphire. This awesome
Animations?
cutscene.
Static sprite flying, no.
Hey, consider when this was made.
I know, but like you could have done if you could do something like that. That looked fine. But just the static sprite of him all coiled flying like in a non-aerodynamic manner, just like
So Rayquaza basically just came in there, yelled, "Stop it!" And they both backed off. And there we go. The weather shall clear up.
and they both went back to their respective areas.
Actually, they did not. I believe you still need to beat the Elite Four before it happens, but now you can find them in certain designated locations throughout the Hoenn region. And you'll be able to tell what they are due to the weather effects.
It's kind of weird.
Now we can go talk to these guys. Leaders, Team Magma and Aqua, don't think they meant harm. It wouldn't hurt to hear what they have to say for themselves. Oh, so we gotta hear what they say. Out on both. Wait, what?
They can fly?
I mean, Kyogre was always a debate, but Groudon? Hoenn has returned to its normal state. Maybe what we were trying to do was something small, even meaningless to Pokemon. So the super ancient Pokemon weren't only Groudon and Kyogre. After all our fruitless scheming and frantic efforts, that one Pokemon's simple action puts everything right. Again, as if nothing had happened.
And then he laughed.
Yep. Thanks to your help, Swatopolis, no, all of Hoenn was saved.
I like Emerald. I like everything so far that's been added. This doesn't feel as climactic as Ruby and Sapphire did.
This is a gift from me. Aha! Important.
I would have liked if you actually had to fight Rayquaza for it to go calm them down. That would have been like you couldn't catch him then, but just like a weaker. I would have liked that.
Now, we could technically go catch Rayquaza this time, or right now. It would still be at level 70, whereas in Ruby and Sapphire you have to wait to defeat the Elite Four to go get it.
Yeah. We do have the Master Ball. It depends on if we want to do it. I don't... It's hard to explain, but... everything that I've ever seen for stuff like this is using a legendary feels like cheating in a Nuzlocke.
Yeah, that's fair.
Most Nuzlocks just... they'll kill them as a show of power.
3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, and 4, and... I think we're good for fighting this next fight. We got our electric and our grass type.
We got an electric, we got grass, we got neutrals. We can get Ben in and actually get... Do we need him right now?
You mean put Ben back into the box?
Yeah.
Okay.
Ben gets to take his rest. He's dived. He's been our submarine.
However, we still don't really want either of these two to come with us.
Which then comes up to what I needed to talk to you about. Do we want to discuss whether we want to discuss who we actually want to use? Because we also have the Elite Four coming up.
Right. Let's see. We have Dark type, we have Ghost type, Ice, and Dragon.
Dragon, and then Water.
Water again. So, let's see.
Dark? Okay. You have the guidebook if you want to pull it out. We can do our Elite Four team planning on camera. Or we can beat this gym and then do it.
Yeah, I think we might as well just beat the gym. Hey, just for the heck of it, do you want to just pull in Guy and give it an experience share?
Yeah, sure. We want to level Gaia anyway.
Does anyone have... I think someone has the experience share already. I think it's Kevin. Because Miracle Seed is in here. Yep.
Yes, I think Kevin. Yep.
There we go. All right. I like this gym for its puzzle.
Yeah. You gotta do all the ice.
Again, another clever puzzle. You do have to think about it. Now, do we want to get the experience, or do we want to just beat the gym?
We want to get experience.
Okay. Because all the trainers are below us. Ooh, a clan pearl. We haven't seen one of those yet.
Ah, yes, that thing. I don't hate it. I'm just disappointed in it.
Dark type. I'm just taking a moment to remember so I don't accidentally fight the Wish Cache.
It is just water.
I know. It evolves into Water Dark.
Which I always thought was weird. I don't know why.
They did it twice in the game. Or in this generation, anyway. Water Dark.
Water Dart.
Yeah. With the Sharpedo and
Sharpedo, and yeah. Took me a second, and then I remembered Sharpedo.
Which was interesting because of the differences between Ruby, Sapphire, and Emerald. Because in one of them they use Crawdaunt, the other they use Sharpedo. I think it's Ruby, Sapphire they use Sharpedo, and then in Emerald they use Crawdaunt. The Dark Elite Four. Oh, shoot, forgot about that one. I do like with the puzzle, the ice puzzle, everywhere there's a rock is where there's a trainer. It easily explains why you can't move into that space. Wow. They actually survived the hit. We're only a few levels higher than you are. All these water types.
It's the king of the sea.
I think that was another of the downsides of when they created the Kanto region compared to all the other regions. They put all of their big mainstays into the first generation. Such as basically making it canon that Pidgeot is supposed to be the fastest flyer, Rapidash is supposed to be the fastest land Pokemon. Do you remember that?
I remember them saying stuff like that. I also remember them later debating whether it's true or not.
Machamp being the strongest. Do you remember why Pidgeot's supposed to be like the fastest flyer?
No.
It can, based on the Pokemon lore, or like in the anime, they said it can fly up to Mach 5.
See, I never believe all that stuff. Because where do you stand on stuff like, you know, oh hey, Macargo can get hotter than the sun?
I don't know. It's definitely questionable. Aren't you just a normal type?
At this point, yeah.
Still beat it in one hit.
The thing I always remember is that Pokedex entries always sound like something a 10-year-old would write.
Do we want Screech?
No.
I didn't think so.
Like, oh, it's so fast. It can fly Mach 5. Oh, that's so hot. It must be hotter than the sun. It's 1,000,000 degrees. That, you know, that sounds like stuff that's what kids do.
Yeah, that is true. And then you, of course, consider the audience.
Yep. Especially at this time. This was still when the audience was decently, main audience was decently young.
Yep. Then they never grew.
The games or the audience?
The games. They never grew
Yep.
with the audience. Ooh, well. We'll throw Kevin a bone here.
Yeah. And as it is, like, the Pokemon universe is weird.
Always?
Just, like, only schools you ever see are trainer schools. Yet, you know, you also see, like, businessmen.
Mm-hmm.
Film crews. Like, where do they get their training?
Privately?
You know, like, there's all these... Maybe. Like, there's all these other jobs and things people can do. But... they don't show you them. It's always just like, oh, hey, let's go beat the Pokemon League.
You know, that actually brings up a question I always had in the anime. They always showed Team Rocket always being super poor. And they always showed Ash and Company, they're okay.
They're okay, but there were episodes where it was just like, you know, they had trouble, like, getting food and... like, it wasn't always, like, a money thing, but... it was problem of the day that got them into a need for adventure.
There was only, I
But-
think it was a comic, where they actually had to go work somewhere. Or maybe it was a film of some kind. But that's the only time they actually had to do a job that would pay them.
Yep.
So maybe the whole situation is like in the video game world, or in the game world of Pokemon, that when you win a Pokemon fight, you get money from the people you beat. Well, considering Team Rocket always fights Ash and Company, that's where their money's going.
And lose.
Team Rocket is basically feeding the heroes.
Yeah, you know, like, they always complain about money, yet they always seem to have enough to get weird giant contraptions.
Yeah.
Like, where did they get their engineering degree?
Yeah. Or they could get a job just with what they can create. They could probably make money just off their inventions. And yet they're okay with just being poor.
We've been through how many hot air balloons? The kid keeps blowing them up, but we keep building more. Which is actually kind of funny. Because I know you haven't played it as much. But with the whole COVID situation, Pokemon Go had their Team Go Rocket stuff, where they were taking over Pokestops. But then, you know, people in quarantine can't do that.
Mm-hmm.
So Team Rocket started going to places in balloons.
Very good choice, in my opinion, for keeping it topical. Keeping it on topic to Pokemon.
And then, because of that, I know eventually Jesse and James got added to Pokemon Go, and you know them because they have a Meowth balloon.
Nice. That is fantastic. Alright, what you having? I gotta ask.
I am eating a chip. I also dropped my phone.
Oh no, don't drop your phone. I'm thinking we heal after we're done with the trainers.
Yeah.
And do you think we're gonna want to start with Kevin to do a status effect?
Maybe?
For the gym leader, that is.
I know. I have his team pulled up.
Come on, just one hit, Kevin. One hit.
I can see where the issue in his team is going to be.
Who?
Kingdra.
Dragon water. Yep, it'll have resistance to grass and electric.
Yep. I think the only thing super effective against it is...
Dragon.
And Gaia would not be good.
Do you know what moves it has?
I can at least double check.
Because it might be possible that we want to use Maggie. I seem to remember Steel Pipe having resistances to Dragon. Don't be able to use flail. You're almost defeated. Please don't use flail. Takedown. I'm okay with this. Oh, defeated itself because of recoil. Alright then. Teach me how harsh battles can be. Oh, we'll see about that. That flail can be dangerous if done properly. Effective, that's good. Paralyzed, yay.
I'm attempting to find movesets, so...
Okay. Well, I think if in doubt, Kipper should be able to do an okay job.
Huh. The one thing I'm looking at isn't showing his Kingdra. I wonder if he has it.
Oh, that sounds like I need to pull up my Emerald Guide.
Okay, everything I'm seeing is saying he should have it. I don't know why it's not in this person's...
Yep, level 46 Kingdra. We're
Yeah.
probably just gonna have a hard time with this fight just because of the levels. I'm quickly looking through my guide at what weaknesses Kingdra should have. Yep, weak against dragon. Strong against
Just dragon.
Strong against fire, water, and steel. Okay, so Maggie would not be a good choice. And unless he's given it special moves, it'll have, or if it's not gonna match just what it would have at level up. Level up says it would have agility, twister, water gun, and leer.
Yeah. I feel like it'll have water pulse.
Yeah. Strong against steel? What? Why doesn't that make sense to me? I always thought dragons had or steel had a resistance to dragons. It might just be because of water. Let's see if the guide says anything about what Maggie's weaknesses should be. Weak against fire and electric. Strong against, it says dragon.
So steel type moves won't be as good against water?
Okay.
Well, that's about it.
Wait, let me pull this back up. I just want to see the rough Kingdra stats. Might give us an idea of what we can use to kind of go around what Kingdra can do. Okay, it has equal amounts of defense and special defense. And it has high super or special attack and attack. So yeah, Kingdra's gonna be our worst enemy. Thing is, we don't really have anyone else who can go up against that team. Because no one else is really prepped and leveled up. I mainly want to know if it has an ice beam.
I do not know, and I don't think it does.
Well, we may be just stuck with what we got. It's too bad we don't have the magnet. Still doing research?
Yeah.
Well, we are basically at 30 minutes at this point. So we could call it right here, do a little research, and then get back. So, thank you all for joining us again for another Pokemon Emerald Nuzlocke episode. We got Rayquaza to come in and settle down Kyogre and Groudon, and then defeated all the trainers in the gym. Now we just gotta face the gym leader. So, we will see you then.
Yep.